Warning, the following program contains traumatic themes. Please listen at your own risk. 2, 1.
Boom!
I was going to say bang again. Like, wait, no.
Welcome to Makin Invitationals. Today will be Sunfill.
Hello.
It's been a long time since we played Sunfill.
Yes, it is.
Who wants to give a recap?
These guys got rescued.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
She is now super nice.
Lydia and the lady,
Lydia.
lady character. I forgot her name.
Lady,
It starts with an M.
I thought it was a B.
Oh, I wrote it down.
It's
Hold on.
Marcella.
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 The Duchess Marcella.
She's a baddie at night.
Yeah, apparently she's like,
Who's not here?
she's totally missed for
Yeah?
it. Anyways.
No.
No, Cinder will play another character.
Okay.
I was
She's
like,
gonna
I
make
like
her own.
Marcella too much to give her away, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? She was gonna seduce everything. It was gonna be great.
That's why Marcella's not a seducer.
She's just a baddie.
She's a badass at
Alright,
night.
fine.
Apparently we have one
And
one
then,
viewer. Hi viewer.
So,
It's me.
Hi Garrett.
and then Marcella and Lydia, which is me, and I'm gonna stab you with that pencil. And they were taking us on a journey to her kingdom, to Marcella's kingdom.
We were headed to good?
Yes,
I think it was good, right?
it was good.
That's right.
And we see the knight that, captured you guys. And we're like, let's go this way. So we went this way and we went around the castle. And everyone's like, Marcella, Lydia, oh my gosh, hey. And then this dude just stands up and he's like, hello, my children. I'm God. And then we ended.
They didn't know you.
Yeah, they knew Marcella and Lydia.
Did they?
Yeah,
I thought
that's
they
what I
did.
thought.
Who knew who?
The people that were working in the garden.
I don't know if they knew them.
Oh, I thought they did.
They
Oh.
probably just thought that because the dude was like, yo, my children.
Mm-hmm. So at the very end, the exact phrasing was, "My children, you've found me at last. My name is Regan, and I am your god."
Yes, that's right.
I like my version better.
Anyways, we're gonna open right up to there, right to that point. Standing before you is a man who with gray kind of hair, but when he turns and swishes, it has a golden eminence about it. And he has dirt in his hands because he's been weeding, and he's opened his arms to you, like so. And he's like, "My name is Regan, and I am your god. Welcome to the village of Dagon. This is my village. This is my home on this world. I'm so pleased that you're here to be with us. What are your names?"
I'm William.
I'm Gallus.
Lydia.
My name Bunker. It's spelled B-U-N-K-E-R. He sneezes. Sorry. I'm the man. And Dreyfus in the corner is...
Was he becoming?
Who? The man?
Yeah.
He's not
No.
coming.
He's on a date.
He's with the girl, which, that's fine.
Alright.
And Dreyfus says he's
We
Dreyfus
don't
and
like
just kind of
Dreyfus.
stays quiet. He's like, "Well, welcome to the village of Dagon. Did you guys have a long journey? It's about lunchtime. You guys want some lunch?"
Please.
Yeah, sure.
I would love someone.
He grabs a few of his followers and he says, "Please take our guests and bring them to the dining hall. We will dine lunch together." And so you all get pushed by servants who are surrounding you as they've all come to follow you into the village, and they kind of push you to a large building that's a single floor, and on the floor is a table, kind of. It's like a cushion, and there's cushions all around it. So you go ahead, and he takes a seat at the top of the oval-shaped table, and there's spaces, and he goes, "Please, my children, sit upon the seats that I've laid out for you."
I sit at the seat.
Yeah, fine. Take a seat next to these guys.
He stays silent, and as you guys are moved to this building, I want you all to make a perception check.
Real quick, are we still injured from being up on the poles?
No, it's been significant time, so I would say that you've all healed your injuries by now.
Okay, because otherwise I would have automatically had a -1.
Sounds about right.
So,
Perception, right?
Perception.
So I can still roll a 5 on this, right? Not because it's not environmental, or is it still?
I got 1.
Get it,
I
girl.
got 1.
Jake, is
proud
this
of
an
you.
environmental perception?
Yes.
Dang it. I got 2.
Hey, you got 2 out of 2.
Take that, Garrett.
I got 1.
That's what I'm talking
This
about.
beat both of you?
Yeah.
You know what?
it did.
Get out.
I am better.
I
You're
mean,
supposed to be
I'm
nice.
supposed to be nice to you. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh.
I hate that.
All right. So say it all. What everybody got again?
2.
1.
Just kidding, 1.
I got 2.
You got 2.
1.
Okay.
We're wonderfully perceptive
Perfect.
today.
We were
So
ready.
as you guys are walking along, everybody notices that Bunker sneezes again. It seems he's caught a cold. Sorry, most caught a cold.
Great. At the dinner table.
The
Coronavirus.
you're the 2, right?
Yeah.
You
Two.
notice that your party smells particularly bad in this cleansed place. You know, it's clean, and you guys kind of smell bad from your journeying.
Wow. We're great.
I don't even know if I should do anything about it because he invited us over.
As you guys enter
Maybe
into the
it's a shower.
room, so it's like a hatch. It's a thatch roof, but it's interesting because as you go in, it's like trees are the corner posts of the building, and they're
That's
holding it
kinda
up. So you can tell that magic was used. At least the 2 magic users, you 2, you would know that growth was used in building this building.
I still have 1 magic skill.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can do it.
Okay.
I'm just saying because you recognize the skill that went into this building, like it was grown, it wasn't built.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so he sits in silence and kind of, keeps his fingers interlaced, sitting there. And he just smiles at you, but he doesn't say anything. It's a little weird. And then the villagers, they start to bring forth platters of food, but the platters are made out of wood. They're not like gold or anything.
Mhm.
It's very, you can tell it's kind of earthy here. And they bring out tons of platters of fruit, and then there's a bunch of vegetables, and then one has a sauce platter. So there's all sorts of dipping sauces on it.
Like ranch.
And there's like nuts on there, and then a large bowl is placed in front of each of you that has a bunch of leafy greens that it looks like a salad, but there's purple embedded in the center of the spine of the lettuce. It looks kind of interesting. You've never seen it before, and each bowl is set before you. And then around you, there's other tables, and all the villagers come in. They get their bowls and all the same stuff at their tables, and they start to eat. And they all look to Regan before they begin to eat. He nods and he says, "Welcome to lunch. All partake." And then everybody kind of gingerly puts fruit and stuff onto their salad, and they all partake. He goes, "Please, put some fruit and vegetables with your salad and eat."
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm
What?
never gonna get used to
Never
that.
see me nice.
Yeah, I guess I start just making my salad.
Okay. He waits for everybody to make their salads. The man has struggling because he kind of actually looks at Regan and he goes, "Is there any meat?" He's like, "This is the meat of the earth. Enjoy."
That was actually one of my thoughts. I was like, "Oh, there's no meat," but I knew there's gonna be some stupid explanation.
I'm the man.
Yeah. And so he begrudgingly puts some fruit onto his salad. And he says, "Everything that is at these tables was grown in the village, using the magics that I've created for you."
That's amazing.
Yes.
Really cool.
So how did you come to be here?
Now you see, when one is divine, they don't reveal all their secrets. But I will
Where did
say, there is a need in this world, and so I came here to take care of it. Please, eat the food.
God, where have you been?
You see, there are many other worlds that I've created that I also have to take care of. And they've had other pressing matters, but now I'm here to help you. Here. Have you tried the raspberries?
No,
I-
what can I have?
I stopped eating the food.
What's the matter?
I've lost my appetite ever so slightly.
That's unfortunate. Is there something else that maybe we can give you? Anything that's grown this earth we can give you.
I'm good for now, thank you.
Very well. Bunker is like, thank you so much for this food. And he's just eating like a slob and he sneezes.
I give him a little tissue handkerchief.
Thank you.
Keep it.
Yeah, he tries to hand it back.
Keep it. It's a souvenir.
Alright,
It's a token of
thank you.
my thanks.
I have plenty.
And that's kind of, you get answers like that the whole time
Just
you're
kind
there.
of vague.
They're vague answers, yeah.
Are you really gone?
Yes, my child. But see,
Alright.
there's just so many things that occurred when I had to come to this world. That it's made, my powers are not as strong as they normally are, if you know what I mean. Taking this mortal body, it's, construed it.
It's construed.
Indeed.
Wait, I have a question for you. Yeah. Do we know what God looked like before?
You have no idea.
No idea.
Okay.
He left like 500-ish years ago.
Okay.
But no one has like
And,
pictures.
I mean, there's like
Painting.
art, and
Do they all look the same?
no, they're all different looking. Like some of them show a really tall guy, another one's an old guy, and it's all over the place. There's no distinct. This is what God looked like.
There's no similarities.
I mean,
Well-
with a few of them, sure. There's a few like. Actually, make a general knowledge check. How about that? That's the
15.
wrong one.
Success?
Right?
1, 2, 3.
2.
Yeah, you
Two.
recollect some
I can't
artworks
tell.
that were in the. Well, actually, you're not from there, so no, you've never. The only artwork that you would have seen is of a man that was red and black with fire and hate, because you didn't grow up in Girod, you grew up outside of it. So he definitely doesn't look like the devil
Okay.
that you would have seen artwork in other cities of.
So, how do we know your God?
Well, I don't ask you merely to believe. I want you to look into your heart and ask yourself, and I will answer you in your heart. He's like, plus you can tell, because I come here to bring you goodness and greatness. I don't ask you to believe on my words. Come, live with us for a while, and you will determine for yourself whether I am God.
We are on a quest.
Are you now?
Yes.
What is your quest?
He knows.
We seek the ancient magics.
Indeed. Now that does come to bear a memory to me, huh? Yes. This world lost some of the magics, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many do you have?
General knowledge check.
You know, off the top of your head, immediately.
And I don't remember.
You can look at your sheet. They're the magics that are there.
1,
Healing,
2,
physical
3,
weight,
4,
growth, and
5.
decomposition.
Yeah, those ones.
We got 5.
5. What's
I
the
have
5?
one.
What's the?
Or 4.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
just 4.
Yeah,
Then
just
I
4.
have the oracle. Is that one?
You have darker hair, Lydia. Are you only half ancient?
Yeah.
Interesting. Did not know that man and mind creations could become such. Interesting.
Love is love.
So how does your magic work?
That is something I am still figuring out.
Interesting. We must talk later about it. So how many again have you been aware of?
4.
Interesting.
The war general.
So excited.
4.
This is a good quest. This is of me. I'm glad that you are undertaking this quest. Do you believe in me?
I mean, you're here, so yes.
Interesting.
The side eye.
Go on. The rest of you finish up your lunch, and I'll show you to your quarters. We have lodging for all the guests of my children. The lunch kind of goes on. You ask questions. It's very vague answers, but they're good answers. They're not bad. It's just he's not giving you complete answers. Anyways, so lunch finishes, and he shows you to a lodge that's like behind a few other huts. It's a bigger one, and there's like 10 or 12 beds in there, enough for your whole company.
Okay.
And he's like, we don't have any stables for your horses. However, we can construct. He's like, just hold on, and he kind of puts out his hand, and a railing of a root comes out, and he's like, you can tie your horses there.
Dope.
And it's like very intricate. There's like little carvings on it as he goes, so it's like really intense.
Okay.
That is some fine workmanship.
I am the man who created this magic, of course. 'Tis but a simple thing for me.
Can you grow something right now?
Yes, what would you like?
Something lovely.
He grows a beautiful flower that matches the month you were born in this world and gives it to you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I guess.
He's like, please, sit down, relax. I feel that we should have dinner tonight. So I will call upon you, and some of the villagers will come and escort you to the dining hall. We will have a private dinner. I will see you then. And he gives a slight bow, and
I wave bye.
Bye.
and he walks away, leaving this 8 of you, 7 of you. We're missing. Yeah, there's 4. Yeah, the 7 of you in there.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, very.
I don't know how I feel, but he's really nice.
Give you a
Yes,
flower.
he is quite interesting, says the Duchess Marcella. I've heard rumors of a man calling himself Regan living in the woods, but nobody's really been able to find his location. I find it interesting that we're here now. Perhaps he really is God, and he has led us here.
I thought I'd feel different.
So, you mean to tell me this is the devil? Seems awfully nice for the devil.
Well, God isn't the devil. The devil is the devil, and God is God.
That's real confusing, because you see, the Church of Sunfill says that Regan is the devil, and he'll burn you if you get in his sight. He'll try to convince you to do bad things. And, he just fed us food.
Well, are we going?
Alright.
You should go to sleep, buddy.
Oh,
Gotta get rid of that
I
cold.
need to get some sleep. I might have to not come for dinner tonight. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, you should go retire.
Okay.
Go rest.
And he goes over to the bed, and he kind of like hunkers down, and he kind of like keeps an eye open, like watching. He's
Put a
like,
blanket on him.
thank you.
I'm nice.
You're real nice. When I wake up later, you want to do a plowing? Never mind.
I'm scared, but okay, bye.
A what? That's great. Yeah.
You just asked what I think you just said.
I think you did.
You can make a perception check or intelligence check. I don't know. You can take it how you will.
It appears you have an admirer.
I forgot about him. I'm like, wait, which character is this? And I just remembered which character it is. I'm like, oh right, the other guy that was on the pole.
Yeah. The other idiot. Yeah.
The one that I.
Well, that you saved. You guys, do you want to go look around the village? You want to just stay in there? What do you want to do?
Look around the village.
All right, let's
Yeah.
make a challenge
Oh,
level
these
of a perception check. Challenge level 2.
Perfect. You give me a chance.
You saying there's a chance?
Damn it.
1. That's pretty good. I mean, for you, it's 50%.
Yeah.
You got a 3.
Am I doing?
Also 50% for doing percentages.
That's true.
And 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Great. You walk around the village, And all of you notice, now that you're looking for it, you see like, so there's gardening boxes. It's not like gardening and that, like everything's in boxes because, you know, you can grow, like you can grow boxes. It's amazing, you know, when you have growth on your side. And you just see all sorts of humans all about, which is really interesting. And there's also a bunch of ancients too, because they have like the different color hair and the gray. And they're all around the gardening boxes and they're all growing the pink, like the purple lettuce things. And then there's also like fruit, tomatoes, everything. Like there's so many boxes, and there's all these hatches. So anyways, that's what you notice.
Okay.
You rolled a 3. Both of you notice the humans are doing magic.
Can humans not do magic normally?
No,
Okay.
100% not.
Okay.
Well, not. Anyways, as you know, humans can't do magic.
Okay.
Yeah, they have. It looks like they're holding something in their hand. And as they just stand there, the humans, you're sure they're humans because they have like darker hair and blonde hair, like not gray or crazy hair. And they're holding like their hand out like this and it's growing.
That's pretty intense.
And then both of you also notice that more people are coming into the village. And amongst them, you see a man has a large scar across his face. He's kind of, and he's got like shaggy hair in a ponytail and a shaggy beard. Looks real rough, and he doesn't look happy. And he comes into the village with a group of other people.
And we both see that.
Yes. He kind of has a dark demeanor about him, you would say. You would especially kind of notice this.
Is he human or ancient?
He's human. Anyways, anything else you'd like to look for? Anything you'd like to talk to? It seems that Regan has gone and is doing about his thing, so he's hard to find. And
I want to go up to one of the humans doing magic.
Okay. Yes, hi.
Hi.
My name is Rebecca. What is yours?
I'm Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
Hi.
Would you like to come and grow with me?
I don't know how.
Here, just take this thing. And she like pulls this thing off. It looks like it's got a strap around the back, and it's gold.
Does it look like my thing?
It's similar looking.
Wait, what do you
Very
have?
similar. But it's circular and it's just empty in the middle. But it's just a gold ring that has a wrist thing. She goes, here, take
Mine
this.
has.
And she takes it.
Right?
Yeah, yours is different looking. Like
Okay.
it's similar but different. And she slides it onto your hand and goes, here, try it. Make a growth check.
Okay. I don't have one.
3 dice.
Can I use my magic?
No,
No.
it feels completely different.
One.
So you try there, and there's some weeds down in the bottom that they're trying to pick up, and they kind of start growing. She's like, good, you're growing. I mean, it's the wrong stuff, but that's so good. Lydia, you're a natural.
What?
Yeah.
Well, where did you get this thing?
The god Regan gave it to us. He brought them with them to the village. And, yeah, now even us humans can start growing things.
Did you believe in God before?
I believe that in Manu, that's what the Church of Sunfill taught, that Regan was the devil, but I got here and he's done nothing but take care of us.
Who's Manu?
He's the god who created humans. Do you not know the stories?
No. Will you tell me?
Sure, I can tell you. So once upon a time, there were 2 gods. Their name was Manu and Regan. And they were siblings of a sort, you could say. And Manu was a great creator. He created all the animals and all the trees. And then one day he was like, I'll create humans. So he did. And this is where the Church of Sunfill gets a little different. Because the Church of Sunfill teaches that Regan tried to enslave us and Manu saved us. But I just don't see it. Regan's just such a good guy. So I think more of what happened is Manu tried to enslave us and Regan saved us. Anyways, Regan's just amazing.
What happened to Manu?
Well, nobody knows. And every time I've asked Regan about it, he doesn't remember. But, that makes sense since he had to come into mortal form to be with us. You'd think a god would probably forget some things.
I feel like they wouldn't, though.
Well, the mortal body, he explains it to us, the mortal body just can't hold that much knowledge. So he had to choose. And I feel like that's just not important, especially since he's here to be with us,
Can I keep this?
No, it's the villages, but you can use it for a minute. But I'm gonna have to keep growing.
Okay. Well, I will come back and try it again later.
Okay, that sounds great. It was nice to meet you,
Nice
Lydia.
to meet you too, Rebecca. Bye.
Bye.
I love this. This is great.
Oh yeah. What else? Anything else you guys want to do? It's getting later in the day.
I just keep looking at the lettuce with the purple streaks in it.
Okay. Do you want to go and look at it? You want to talk to people about it?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go talk to someone that...
You see a man who's standing there. He's got longer hair. It looks like you take care of it. He's like, hi.
Hey.
What's up?
I've never seen this kind of plant. What is this?
Yes, the god Regan. He gave it to us. It's delicious. Did you eat it for lunch?
I mean, yes, I did.
It's just so good, you know? Yeah, it's called Sendier.
Sendier?
Sendier, yeah.
Okay.
It's from another world.
It's from another world.
It's from another world. That's what he told us. Yeah, and it's amazing. We eat it with every meal.
I noticed that. It was kind of in everything.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Well,
It's way better than the salad that I'm used to. For the good, you know, the good salad just isn't as good.
well,
he's like, oh, what?
No,
Yes.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I have to get back to work, but do you have any other questions?
No, I was going to say I have to get going. So.
Oh, perfect.
Good.
I'll keep going. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to talk to one of the grower people as well.
You see a burly woman who gives you a look, and she goes, "May I help you?"
Making characters up on the
Yes.
spot. I like it.
So, how long have you been growing this?
Well, you see, longer than I've been here.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been here?
I've been here for 2 years.
2 years, really?
Yeah,
And where were you before that?
I'm from Dyer.
Oh, you're from Dyer?
Yeah,
It's a long ways from here.
indeed.
What brought you all the way here?
Are we not?
Better life.
We don't know any of
I
this.
don't know yet. We may kind of be off split. I don't know.
Yeah, you've all kind of split up. I mean, unless you want to be there. I don't know. It's up to you guys. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm done. I'm going to go walk up to him.
I'm
Sit down.
wandering around.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You
I'm
guys.
kind of like following and watching that weird scar dude.
So they've been led to their own pavilion. That's a larger pavilion than the ones you guys are at, and the company seems to be setting in. Do you have any other questions? Because she says
Does anything bad ever happen here?
occasionally somebody will say something not nice, and we bring it before the council in Regan, and we figure it all out, and
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, nothing too bad.
The council, who's that?
Oh, it's the elders. If you've been here long enough, you can be elected to the group, and you're there for like 2 years, and then you switch out. It's an amazing system. Everybody takes a turn.
Wow.
Yes, when the god leads you, you know, the organization is just superior in every way.
I just had constitutional peasant flashbacks to my
You said make this like freaking Monty Python, so here we are.
I didn't vote for you.
I didn't vote for you.
My favorite quote from that whole thing is, what are you doing in England? Mind your own business. Monty Python hologram.
Remember that line?
Yeah, they come up to the castle where the guy's taunting them up on top.
Oh, yeah.
They're French,
Yeah.
but they're in England. And so
Oh, right.
King Arthur's like, what are you doing in England? He's like, mind your own business. It's so funny.
I need
It's
to
so funny.
rewatch it. I'm sorry. I'm
Epic.
just trying to get comfy.
So, any other questions? Or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, great. We're moving on. You guys can wander around, you pick fruit, you talk to people. Everybody's very kind, very understanding, and you ask questions. Basically, you find out there's hardly any crime, and when there is, like, it's very small, and people ask for forgiveness, and they're forgiven, and they go back to their lives. And it seems like a very good
I want
place.
to try to find a library.
Um,
Do they have a library?
not really. You'll find somebody says that Regan has some books that like from the world, but there's not a whole lot of books here. It doesn't seem like knowledge is a very big thing.
Okay, well then I want to try to find Regan.
You can't find him.
Like I can't ask around and be like.
People will tell you he's kind of over here. He's doing this. He's doing that. And
Just a goose chase.
It's kind of a goose chase. Nobody seems to know where he's at. Most of them tell you that he's busy doing important duties, and you'll just have to wait until he comes to you. That's what they all
I
do.
don't want to. I have questions.
William, Well, you do have dinner appointment with him.
Yes.
Could just wait until dinner.
I'm an impatient person here.
No, you're a patient, nice person now. Remember?
Yeah. So you guys, that's basically what happens until dinner.
Lydia, where did you go?
I went and grew.
You went and
Look
grew.
at this. And can I try growing for them again?
Do you have
I have the thing still.
No, she took it back so she could keep growing.
No, I said, can I?
Yeah,
Hold
she
on,
said no. I
said
need to
yeah.
keep growing.
She did say
I
that.
thought I still have it.
But you could go and ask somebody. There's bound to be a human near you.
Okay,
So you go and then she's like, you ask if you can borrow it, and she's like, sure.
can I borrow it?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, here.
Thank you. You guys have to check this out, okay? I'm so excited
Okay,
to learn.
we're watching.
Wait, why are you rolling?
Oh wow! Standing in front of the thing, you grow
Why'd you roll?
a lot of plants. A lot of the plants just grow and like fruit bears from it. There's like some pears that are growing, and the girl like claps. She's like, "Good job, good job."
It's the second time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is quite.
Wow, that is really cool. How? What?
It's this.
I ain't gonna lie, both of you can actually do that if you want to try. You both
guys
have.
can try it if you
you
want.
both can
We
grow.
can do it without the device.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're ancients.
Mm-hmm.
You have to roll though if you want to try
I'm
it.
not gonna try.
Yeah, you can let her
I was-
have her win.
I was terrible
Yeah.
at magic, so
Nah. Just kidding.
But do you even have 1 point in growth?
no, I don't think so.
Oh, then
Then
I
I'm
don't.
better
I
than
only.
you.
I have one in healing. That's it.
I can't say that. I'm a nice person.
No.
You're a nice person.
But I do get to roll 4 dice. It says
for what?
for growth.
Oh, she's not.
But you guys know I can't do that, right?
You guys can't. You
Lydia-
I
can't.
can't.
Should not be able to have anything in it.
I only have Oracle.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't have any proficiency in it, and she never will be able to. You guys don't know that, but
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's really cool. How does that work?
I don't know. But I've seen something similar to it.
Like what?
Just something similar to it.
All right. I guess I'll have to take your word for it. But
I promise you. It's just I can't tell you yet, but
well, I mean, seeing as how you just grew stuff in front of us like that, I'm gonna take your word for it in this case.
well,
So.
thank you.
Can
for
I
coming.
Tell us
can I have it back? I need to
Oh
continue
yeah,
going.
of course. Thank you.
Thank you. She keeps going. The sun starts to go down, and you guys all regroup. The whole.
I go and take a shower. Or
Um,
bath.
No, I do because I noticed you guys didn't.
Yeah, you guys can go get cleaned up. They have some tubs for you made out of wood,
I
out of roots.
Get cleaned up.
You get cleaned up. There's individual like stalls they all seem to be very
Very
clean.
civilized.
No, it's very civilized. I mean, it's earthy though. Like there's dirt on the ground, but there's like a tub made out of roots of a tree. Super cool.
Very cool.
And you bathe, and it's it's kind of cold water. Like they kind of warm it up, unless you ask them to heat it. But it's just just like a normal bath, but in the woods, and you have like a curtain around you that's made out of woven
Vines.
stuff and vines and stuff. So pretty nifty. And you all regroup at your lodging, and as you walk in, you see Bunker asleep on his cot, snoring, and occasionally he'll just like, and then he'll keep snoring. Terrible snoring, and it's just like you can tell he's like kind of congested.
Perhaps we ought to leave him here to sleep off his cold.
Please.
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed,
Let's
Master
do it.
William, that would be a good idea, says Duchess Marcella.
Shall we go to supper?
Indeed, let us go forth.
Yep, let's do it. Let's go.
A villager comes up with a torch because it's dark now, and she says, "Please follow me." And she takes you into the woods on a path. There's like torches, so it's like a path, but it's the woods. It's kind of weird. You walk for around a mile, actually, and then you come to a hill that's overlooking the lake, and you get to and there's a lodging, a really big building on the top, and you come up to it, and there you find Regan sitting, meditating. And as the villager walks in, he knocks and he goes, "My lord, the people that you request to have dinner with, your children, they are here." He goes, "Yes, please, come in. Please, have a sit."
I have a set.
I sit down.
The Duchess Marcella sits down. Sits down. Dreyfus sits down. Are we missing anybody? Lagric sits down. I haven't done a Lagric voice today, huh?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
He
We've all
actually
been a little quiet.
it's oddly quiet. He does like to chat. Like he's quiet sometimes, but this time he's like oddly quiet. Especially, you would know he's a skeptic, so being here is a little weird to him.
Yes.
100%. Probably like it's weird for you.
Yes.
You imagine he has similar feelings, but he hasn't brought it up. The food is brought out to you. It is a meal of many vegetables, kind of a cheesy almond sauce, which is weird, and then there's pieces of chicken.
Well, there is meat this time.
Yeah.
The
Very
man.
nice.
There's meat.
They really are.
Is it from the earth?
Regan it.
Yeah, I know. And he says, "Please partake. These chickens were well cared for, and we will enjoy them profusely."
Can I do a perception check?
Go for it. Two.
You're useless. Just kidding.
Basically, what I told you before, you can tell that this building that you're in, this pavilion, is very well crafted. Ornate carvings on the wall that you think are carvings, but they look like they were grown in. It's just amazing looking. It looks like God himself did it.
There's just something off about it.
I know. That's the thing. Is like
There's
I don't know.
something, like,
You all begin eating your food. And he says, "Now,
only chicken.
my children, pace yourselves. This is only the first course of 3.
what?
Wow. You're most generous.
3. You are my guests, and I take care of all my children." So you guys get like chicken. You get some. It's chicken rice, and there's an almond cheesy sauce. It's very tasty.
And a lot of vegetables.
A lot of vegetables, and you all eat. And as you're eating, all of a sudden, a servant comes running in. She is crying, she's sobbing, and she's just a uncontrollable crying, just wailing, and she just throws herself at Regan's feet. And he's like, he doesn't say anything, but everybody stops eating. The servants just kind of look, and you can tell that the servants are all weirded out that this is happening. This isn't normal. And she just falls at his feet, and she just kind of holds her head there, and after a minute of crying, she kind of and she's like, he's like, "What is it, my child?" And she turns to him, and she goes, "My lord." Actually, make a perception check. That's important. Let's see what you get. Sam, you
One.
don't know anything.
I got 1.
Yeah, it's 2. Let's see if William can do it. You need challenge level 3. You nail it. This is one of the girls that came in the group this morning. One of the humans, one of the new ones.
Okay.
Party.
She goes, "My lord, my friend Christiana, she is dead. She's dead." And she starts crawling, sobbing uncontrollably. Easy there, Skippy. And she cries and cries and cries, and he just holds her head. And he turns to her and he says, "My child, how did she die?" Through sobs, she was murdered.
What?
Oh.
All the servants turn and go, "Wait, what?"
By whom?
And he goes, "My child, who murdered her? This is unfortunate to hear." And she goes, "It was a man. I saw him. He had and she's just like,
Was it the man with the scar?
"I couldn't see anybody. I don't know if it was Gary. I don't know."
Gary?
Gary.
Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
I totally thought of that too.
Who's Gary?
The man with the scar you referred to.
Where is he?
He came in with
I
the
don't
group
know.
earlier.
Yeah, he came with me.
Yes.
Who is
I must
he?
have missed them.
Who is he?
He's Christiana's boyfriend.
The one that died?
Yeah, the one I just saw. Matt, my lord, it was terrible. I came into the berry garden to pick berries like you said we could, and I saw a man over her body, and he looked at me and ran away into the woods. And so I went up and I saw her face. It was terrible. She looked, appeared like she was struck by the devil.
What?
Her eyes, they were bulging and they were lifeless but scared. It looked like fear was caught in her face when she was killed. And she was all of her clothes were torn up. It was terrible. My lord, it was terrible. He goes, child, please, go sit and collect your thoughts. And I will come and be with you in a minute. My guests, my children. Murders have not happened in my presence on this planet since I've been here. And this is this is a hardship I do not enjoy dealing with. I will deal with the girl and help her, but I need your help. I know that you are all here with me, so that means you cannot be the murderer. I need you to go investigate and find out what has happened. Will you do this, my children?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Duchess nods and goes, we will do this. God, Regan. I'm the man. Need I say more?
No.
And he goes, child, when you are feeling good, I will come and bring you down with these other children. We will figure out what happened. Where did you find her body? She goes, one of the gardens near our lodging, one of the larger ones. It had berries and fruit in it. Do you know which one she's speaking of? Did you wander the village today? Marcella, Duchess Marcella goes, yes, my lord, we are aware of the one. At least I am. I will lead us there.
Onward.
So you all stand up, and she goes, come on, let us go.
But chicken.
It's okay. We'll come back. And he turns and goes, when you are finished with your investigation, my children, there will be food aplenty for you.
Hold on.
As you get out, the Duchess Marcella turns and goes, Lydia, it is time for my night clothes. Please untie my dress.
I untie it.
And she's left wearing dark, silky pants and shirt. And she looks like she would blend in to the shadows very well. And she reaches into her bodice and brings out a knife bandolier and kind of puts it over, and she has a few knives on it. And she goes, when we get to our lodging, I will grab my cloak. But this will do for now. Come on, let's go. And she kind of just throws the dress off to the side, like, whatever.
I'm following her.
I would say that most of you don't have, like, your weapons of war. Like, you probably have, like, a dagger, maybe a short sword on your side. Your two-hand. But it's... none of the villagers have weapons. Mm-hmm. So, that, I would
We've
say...
just left our stuff at the lodge.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, you're just in plain clothes. It's a safe place.
Didn't you say we're headed to the lodge?
Yeah, you could grab them, if you would like. So, she marches down through the mile and takes you to your lodge, and she grabs her cloak, and she's like, if you want to arm yourselves, might be necessary, may not, up to you.
I'm gonna grab my stuff.
Okay.
Just in case.
I've probably got a dagger.
That's all I have.
Yeah, the man doesn't, he just grabs his sword, and Dreyfus always has his sword.
Oh, but the man, here's a poleaxe.
Yeah, he lost his poleaxe.
Oh, that's right.
He might have gotten a new one, I don't remember, but he just grabs his sword. Everybody just grabs like a dagger or sword or something.
The man.
And she goes, come, this way. I will show you to where I think he's speaking of. And you kind of wander for a minute, and she kind of like gets confused a few times, but eventually you find the fruit area. And as you come up, you standing before you. Laying before you is a girl, and I want you all to make perception checks.
Oh no, it's gonna be a gruesome perception check.
Oh yeah, maxed out. 2.
Viewer discretion is advised.
How many?
You got a 2?
I suck at today. Shut up.
3.
I have such a smug look right
We got the same amount, sir.
Tell me what everybody got again.
I did 100%.
3, 2, 2. Okay, the 2s and 3s all notice that the girl is on the ground, and she is laying, and her hands are like this, and her legs are spread out. You notice that there are large bruises around her neck, like this, right here.
Okay.
Let's see. You also all notice that there appears to be blood dripping down her leg. Her skirt's kind of like torn through and through, so it's like dripping from the middle of her legs down to her knee, basically, and then it's kind of like run down to the ground. And then you notice that she appears to have some kind of mucus on her chest.
Was it a hellhound?
Huh?
It sounds like a hellhound.
And her face, like the girl was saying, it looks like she was afraid when she died. Yeah, I will answer any questions that you look at. You can move, like do what you need to do. I'll answer your questions.
So it appears that she died of choking,
That's what you would assume.
strangulation.
Yes, that is what it appears to be.
But her dress was all torn up.
Yes.
Sounds like she.
It looks like not knife cuts. It appears to be torn.
Okay. Are there any cuts, like a lot of cuts on her body? Or?
No cuts. After, as you look at her body and you kind of look around, there's no cuts on the body at all.
Perhaps she was raped and killed.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
But where did this mucus come from?
Well, you guys haven't seen the mucus, only he has. He'll have to bring it up if you guys want to know
Is
it.
there like
I have looked it up.
like a trail, like a
Indeed,
distressed trail kind
that's
of
a
thing?
good question, and that will be a survival check to look around and see if you see any footprints.
Do I have any survival?
You guys may use perception to assist.
I am not.
Yeah,
Because-
Sam should not do that.
I'm using perception and then survival.
I'm rolling first.
Okay, Sam will go first.
Dang it, I needed that.
At 1.
Gosh dang it.
Okay,
Next year.
so for assisting, you don't get any additional, but you don't get any negative. So make a survival check next, Lara.
Oh wait. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Be right back. I need to spit out my gun.
That's fine, go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. William.
I'm assisting with
Okay.
perception
Great, you get a +1 to your survival.
and I'm doing this the most complicated way possible.
Indeed.
2.
So you got a 2. Okay. Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Indeed. Mary, at this point, comes down with Regan. Well, with the servant. Regan hasn't come. The servant brings down Mary. She's the one who ran in, and it was with the new group. And she's like, yeah, you found her. It's terrible.
How long have you guys been friends?
Our whole lives. We're best friends.
I'm so sorry. I can feel a hug.
She hugs you back and kind of cries into your shoulder for a minute.
Yeah, I know this may be difficult, Mary, but
She like,
any information you can tell us about the man you saw would be appreciated and most helpful.
oh, I could tell he kind of had long hair.
He had long hair.
And then he ran off into the woods, and she points in the direction of the footprints that you and Lara both are able to see.
Of course, I asked the question and don't even get the information.
See any tracks? Man, that's a nice looking bush.
Is there any tracks? Nah, it's clean. You guys are like, dude, right here.
What color was the hair? Do you recall?
It's dark, and I didn't have a torch or anything. I'm just kind of going by the half moonlight.
How tall was he?
Like not super tall, but not short.
About as tall as you. No.
Very well. There's
Oh.
some footprints here.
Yeah, he ran off that direction.
Okay. Let's follow the footprints.
Okay,
Okay, I'm following you.
you guys follow the footprints. Everybody make a survival check once again.
Can I do an assist?
You may. Sam, go first.
Do I ever get a thing?
You will occasionally, but you're not getting anything now. You suck
Really?
at this, dude.
When I roll 2 dice, I roll great.
Yeah. Well, considering you only have 2 chances of doing great. You got a 2 on your perception, so you get a -1 to your survival check.
Apparently rolling 4 then.
No, you get a roll 5. It's just a -1 to whatever you get. So roll one more. So yeah, you get a 1.
So that's
Assist.
Yes.
You get a plus nothing.
There's nothing.
Nice, you
Ooh.
got a 3.
3, baby.
You were able to
good.
follow the footsteps, William, and it leads you to a tree, upon which you all look up and you see a man with a scar on his face, a ponytail. It's kind of, and he is sitting in the tree and he's like crying.
It's him.
Hello there.
He looks down at you. He goes, "Who is it? Who's there? Are you here to kill me?"
I whisper to the rest of the group.
Did you kill
Everyone
her?
stay calm. I'll handle this.
Okay. I'm gonna have my hand on my sword just in case. Ready to fight.
No! We're not here to kill you. I'm not lying.
That you don't need to make a check.
Okay. We're not here to kill you. We just want to know what you're doing in a tree.
You see, I was left the camp to go and meet with Christina, and then I don't even know what happened. Then I was standing over her body and I ran off in the woods.
Interesting.
What?
You say you don't remember anything?
Like I said, I left and went to find Christina, and then I was standing over her body and she was dead. And I left, I ran.
What do you remember last?
Standing over her body.
No,
and,
before that.
I left from the group to go meet with Christina. Christiana.
Where did you leave
Yeah,
from?
what did you walk through to get there?
He's just kind of like, it's like he's clearly like off his rocker
Yeah.
now. He's crying. There's tears in his face.
He's in shock.
Kind of in shock. 100%.
What's your name?
Gary. My name's Gary. Gary. My name's Gary.
Gary, why don't you come down? We'll go talk with our Lord Regan.
That's a persuasion check, please.
Oh, baby.
Challenge level 1.
Hell yeah.
He goes, okay. He tries to climb down. He climbs down perfectly, like a champ.
He climbed down so fast that we were
He just
impressed.
pops down. And he goes, okay. Where are we going? Where will you take me?
We're taking you to see Regan. I think he'll know how to best proceed in this situation.
Okay. Regan.
Regan,
Yes,
yes.
Regan. Regan. He's clearly like not with it. He's like out of it, super bad.
Yep.
So you lead him to through the mile up to the house, to the lodging that Regan was, and he goes, "My children, you brought one of the new
We brought
humans
Gary.
here, Gary. Yes, Gary. You brought Gary to me."
Gary, would you tell Lord Regan what you've told us?
He goes, my lord, I went to Christiana, and I don't remember what happened, and then I was standing over her body, and she was dead. And so I ran for it. I left, and then they found me. He goes, "My child, did you kill Christiana?" And he just kind of like blinks, and he just goes, "Don't know, my lord. Don't know." He just starts crying. He goes, "It's okay. Please take him and go put him in the lodge of contemplation, servant." And they come and they take him. And he goes, "Gary, please remain in the lodge and do not leave." He goes, "Yes, my lord. I will do as you say." And he leaves, and they take him down the trail. He goes, "This is unfortunate. I think that in killing her, he has lost her memory. And just because it's such a terrible thing, we will have to do as we did on other planets, other worlds that I've been to, and we will have to hold a hearing, and the poor man may be sentenced to death. But so is the law written, and when one kills another, this is what occurs."
My lord, if there's any merit in what he says, we'll go down and see if there's any evidence. See if there was anyone else there.
This may be wise. Do you do so now before the evidence is compromised or lost?
I return. I don't know what
The-
the rest of these guys do.
follow
but-
them.
The man is hungry and is like, whatever, I'm gonna eat food. Same with Dreyfus. The Duchess Marcella comes with you, but everybody else stays behind. Unless you guys want to go.
I would go with.
Okay, you return to the scene, and you see that the group has come out, and they're all kind of around the grove of fruit, and they're crying, and they're getting ready to bury her, basically. The Duchess Marcella goes, "Please, good people, we are not entirely sure what has occurred yet. Please, give us more time to determine what's happened." And they go, yes, ma'am, yes. And they kind of like step back, and you guys are able to look again.
Let's do a perception check.
Please do.
Let's go, Gallus. I want to see that 2. 2 out of 2.
Two's coming, yo.
You got it.
I got 3.
In fact,
Confidence.
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Crack shot with those. That's right.
3.
3.
I got 3. Look at
Yes.
that 20.
You all actually, you notice all the same things as before.
Losers.
You assumed she was choked to death, and you assumed that there was some kind of sexual intercourse. There's bleeding. You assume it wasn't
cuts.
It wasn't
That.
consensual.
Yeah.
But that's you see about the same stuff that you saw last time with your challenge levels.
Can we?
Very well.
Guys, roll better. I'm doing as good as I can.
I mean, that's honestly true. You are doing as good as you can.
In fact, the group goes, What has occurred? What have you found?"
We'll let you know after we've discussed.
Because
with,
we just can't see Gary. They were engaged to be married. In fact, they wanted Regan to do it himself. We just cannot foresee him doing this to her. If it was him.
Has anyone else? Has there been anything like possession or anything happen here before?
Possession? It's hard
Or
to.
blackout or something with someone?
Not really. Not that we described. That we don't know. We can see. All we know is we were enjoying our food that the villagers brought to us, and Christiana left, saying she was going to get some fruit, and then Gary left a few minutes after. We assumed for some fun, but that's children will be children.
It's natural.
It's natural. It's what you do. And then next thing you know, we heard Mary went after them, and then there was screaming, and yeah, that's all we know.
Has Gary been strange at all lately? Different than usual, perhaps?
He's more Twitter-pated than normal.
Twitter-pated? How so?
He lovingly looks at Christiana all the time, or at least he did. He seemed to be brooding the last few days, but that was because his mother died on the trail here.
Well, that would do it, of course.
Yeah.
How many days ago was that?
About a week ago.
About a week ago.
Yeah, we were persecuted for making our way here.
By whom?
Just the good people of what's it called? What's the city called? I don't remember anymore.
Was it Greystone?
It's not Greystone, but that is what's there. Brittlecone.
Brittlecone.
Yeah, the good people of Brittlecone, they're humans like us, but as soon as we told them we were here to see the god Regan, we were despised and looked down upon, especially by those of the Church of Sunfill.
Wow.
In fact, she was strung up because of her beliefs.
Who?
His mother.
Oh.
Yeah,
That is most unfortunate.
indeed. Well, as soon as you have more information, please let us know.
Of course. It appears we have no more information, my companions.
Something isn't adding up.
I see no motive at all.
No, it's. I mean,
cause and means, of course, but there was no motive.
he's Twitter-pated. Now he doesn't seem to remember. She's dead. We have no idea. No one else really.
What did her friend say before?
She just said she.
Perhaps we should talk more to Mary.
I think we should.
We can go talk to Mary. Sure. Let's go find Mary.
Okay. Mary is right there with you. She
Oh.
hasn't left.
She's like,
Hello, Mary.
she's just like, yes, I'm here. Thank you, motorcycle.
Very cool.
What else? I don't know what else I can tell you. I've told you all I've seen, all I remember.
Of course.
There's nothing that you remember about Gary.
He was always kind to her. He's been sad the last few days, just like grandmother was saying.
What?
What?
I can't. It's metagaming.
You could make a general knowledge check.
Sure. Let's do general knowledge check.
What's he got in the nose?
Probably not.
Your character probably wouldn't know.
Dang it.
Yeah, so basically, all your
I
leads
know
are
what.
dead, and it pretty much just leads to Gary.
You know what?
He made a general knowledge check because he thinks his Sam has figured out, but he doesn't know if his character
Well,
would.
I've got an idea that I think we're missing, but my character does not know.
Okay.
So I can't.
Why wouldn't he know?
Yeah, that's for you to decide.
Well, because it was told to somebody else.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that is metagaming. You can bring it up. Sorry, dude.
Trying not to.
Who is it told to? Maybe it'll jog the memory.
Laura!
Win.
That's all I can say.
That's fair. Okay. All your leads lead to Gary at this point. That's all you got.
Shoot, I forgot what was told to me.
You weren't doing your homework?
I have to make a collection, I'm sorry.
That's okay. More important things.
Indeed.
Okay, well, we know he was there. It looks like
Can
he
I just
did
say
it.
I told him?
No. You're your character. Did you
Yeah.
tell him?
I told him.
What is it?
I think you know what it is, right?
Oh, I think I know what you... Well, I don't know what this is. I mean, I know the whole story.
Of course.
But I don't know what you're thinking.
Okay.
I wouldn't bring it up because then she'll
I'll
say it.
reveal it after everything's settled.
Indeed.
Alright,
Um,
I can see no other explanation.
Gary was the only one there, only one seen there.
The only footprints
He
you
ran
found.
off. The problem is he seems to not remember anything, and
Perhaps
he's been.
Did he eat anything?
Perhaps he's just trying to
Wow.
shut out the memory.
It could be. It could be some sort of deep level trauma that just blacked out everything.
I mean, probably. Let's return to Regan.
You return,
Yes, we will.
and he goes, "Did you find anything different, my children?"
No.
Unfortunately, no.
That's unfortunate. Poor Gary, he is a lost soul.
Can we have some more time?
I am afraid that if you could not find anything different, then what is there to look for?
Just give us a little bit more time, please.
No, I think he's right. They're going to be burying her. The evidence is going to be gone, contaminated. There's nothing more to be done.
Indeed. And we would not want to put poor Christiana through more, even in death. Please, finish your dinner. Make sure you are filled.
I'm not hungry, thank you.
We will make up for this atrocity with another dinner tomorrow. Hopefully after the funeral, we can figure everything out.
Sounds good.
And everybody goes to bed.